It's been a while since I have recorded a video, so a lot has happened in the past couple of months. I have moved from California to Kansas City, so there's been a lot of changing going on and adjusting, but look at this crazy hair. I am going to try to get back. I've really missed filming, so I wanted to get back to it. So today I thought I would do a look I've never done before. It's kind of like a super glam, big lash, nude lip, winged out smoky eye. And it was actually a little bit more challenging than I thought, so you guys will probably have fun watching that because there was a lot of blending and more blending, but I think you guys will enjoy it. Let me know if there's something that you guys would like to see. So first I start off by using MAC's Fix Plus, and I spray that all over my face. It's very hydrating and cooling. So then I'm going to grab my Smashbox primer. It's pore minimizing, and I put that all in my T-zone. Now it's time for foundation, and as always I'm using Lancome's Taunt Adult Ultra 24 Hour. It's my favorite. I love the way this looks on anyone's skin. It's very mattifying, but it's also full coverage, which I love because it covers up everything without having to use a lot of it. So I'm just going to buff this in all over my face and just make sure it's all smoothed out. So I totally meant to show this on camera and I forgot, but I'm using a NYX HD concealer. You can find this at Ulta, which is where I got mine. I think it was $4.99. And in comparison to Urban Decay's Naked Skin, I really like this one better and it's a lot cheaper. So I'm going to save a couple dollars. So I just kind of put this and I highlight underneath my eye. I don't really have dark circles, but I like the brightness that it adds. So this is a Sigma tapered F86 kabuki brush, and I'm spraying it with MAC's Fix Plus, which has glycerin, helps lock everything in, so I'm definitely going to use that to lock in that concealer. Next, I'm going to grab my contour palette by Anastasia, and I'm going to use the shades Banana, and as you can see, I've hit pan. It's probably time to reorder that shade. And I use my tapered highlighter brush by Sigma, and I just kind of take both of those vanilla and banana shades, and I use it to set that concealer that I put underneath my eyes, on my forehead, down my nose. Grabbing my Morphe M438 brush, which is exactly like the Sigma tapered highlighter I just used, but it was a lot cheaper. And I'm going to grab a Fawn, which is my favorite contour shade by Anastasia because it's more ashy and cool toned, so it really helps look more like a shadow versus a bronzer. And I just find the hollow of my cheek, and if you don't know where yours is, you can just put the tip of your brush at the top of your ear and line that up to the corner of your lip, and that's about where your contour should be. And I just add a little bit to the top of my forehead and my temples just to even out that contour, and then a little bit underneath my chin and around the jawline as well. So here I'm just going back and grabbing that Sigma Tapered Kabuki F86, and I'm using the leftover concealer to carve out the bottom part of that contour. Really helps sharpen that line up so that it's not too blended. Now I'm going to grab some blush out of my Z palette, and I actually have no idea what shade that is. It's by MAC. I'll have to link that one down below. One of my favorite blush brushes, it's by IT Cosmetics, and I got it while I was working at Ulta. It is by far my favorite. I think it's a natural hair brush, which really blends everything really smoothly. For brows, and I'm using my favorite brow brush by Anastasia Beverly Hills, number 12, and the Dip Brow in dark brown. So I know I definitely didn't get good footage of my brow routine, but I do have a brow video if you guys want to check that one out, because I got a really bad angle so it's hard to see. So I'm just going to zoom us on through this one. Some of that Lancome foundation from earlier, putting it on the back of my hand and using a number 20 brush by Anastasia. It's kind of like a flat definer brush, and I just really carve out the bottom part of my brow and clean up any of messes that I might have made while I was putting those bad boys on. Put the rest of that foundation on my eyelids and use that tapered kabuki brush by Sigma just to kind of blend that all out, and it kind of primes my eyes for shadow. So here I'm grabbing my Morphe MB23, which is a blending brush really similar to Sigma's E40, but I actually like it better, and I'm going to use my Jaclyn Hill Morphe Favorites palette and go for that shade right there. It's so beautiful. I love this palette. The only problem is I just cleaned my makeup brushes, and as you can see, that shadow is wet when it went onto my eye. So now I'm freaking out. Did I ruin it? I think I can save it. So I go for my second favorite blending brush, which is by Japanesque, and it's a 140. It has a synthetic side and a natural hair side. So one side's kind of gray and one side's white. It's really nice for blending. So here I am going to attempt to fix that wet spot. for a hot tea break. So I'm going back in with my Morphe palette and going for that dark brown shade, and I'm actually using a brush from Mary Kay that I got years ago. And I'm adding that to that outer corner and bringing it in about halfway and really focusing on the outer corner. And I'm actually going to almost wing it out. It's going to look a little crazy because I usually don't ever do shadows like that. But I promise it ends up really beautiful in the end. So now I'm going to go back in with that Japanese brush with no additional product on it and just blend. Just blend, blend, blend. The brush I'm picking up right now is a little like packing brush. I got it from, I believe, Marshall's. It was on sale for like 10 bucks and it came in a set, and I think the handle is gorgeous, but I actually really love it for packing on color. So here I'm picking up the black color from my Lorac Pro palette and just really packing it on the outer corner. And of course, I'm going back in with that Japanese brush with no additional product on it, and I'm going to blend and blend. So now I'm going in with a Morphe M421 brush and taking that color and putting it all over the lid, kind of working in packing / sweeping motions to really get that color on the lid. You guys, I'm blending again with that same Japanese brush. I swear, I spend more time blending than anything else. Well, now I blended too much and lost some of that intensity I had on the outer corner, so I'm going back in with that Prestige brush and packing it on the outer corner, but being very careful because I'm done blending and I just want that intensity to stay. Using that same Morphe M421 brush that I used to put the white on my lid, I'm putting a highlight right on my brow bone. grabbing Maybelline gel liner in black and a Morphe gel liner brush. I believe this one is the M409, and I love this brush just for adding the tight line, but not for the wing. For the wing, I'm going to use a different brush. New eyeliner. It's clay, the Amazonian clay. I love it. So, and the brush that came with it is perfect for just adding the wing. So here you can see I got a little bit of that product, put it on the back of my hand, and now very carefully I'm going to wing that outer corner out. Pick up my Morphe M409 and that Maybelline gel liner, and I go back in because I connect the line I drew for the bottom part of the wing into the tight line of my eyeliner, and then I fill in that little triangle that will be left there. Picking up a Morphe smudger brush, and I'm going to take that black from my Lorac Pro palette and just very gently smudge up that gel liner. And I think I'm singing and dropping, oh my gosh, I'm a hot mess. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to grab that color and put a little bit on the brush there and just smoke that liner up. Here we go. I get so excited when I put my falsies on because I know I'm almost done. Here we go. from my Lorac palette onto my bottom lash line. It's kind of like a pencil or like a bullet or crease brush. Really, makeup brushes, if you like it for blending or whatever you're going to do with it, use it. It doesn't have to be, you know, for exactly what it says it's for. Be creative, and I always am. So I blend that color out and smoke out that lower lash line so there's no harsh lines. I think I just grabbed my Mary Kay brush again to kind of blend. I use a lot of brushes, but that's just me. So now I'm just going to grab my eyeliner by Maybelline Master Drama. It's a gel liner in a pencil form, and I put that on my waterline, and I'll line the bottom and the top, and it really adds a lot of dimension. Here I go again, blending again, this time with my Smashbox flat definer first, and then I definitely go back in with that Morphe G27. You just gotta blend your life away. It's the Grandiose by Lancome, and it has a swan neck applicator. Cool, right? It also has rose extract inside its formula, which gives the user the ability to build up that mascara without it becoming clumpy, which is amazing. And I love how short the bristles are for the lower lash line. I don't particularly like this for my upper lash line, just because I feel like it does get a little clumpy, but I don't know, it works for my bottom lashes. By Becca Cosmetics. I love this highlight, like, oh, just gives me life. I put it all over my cheekbone, but I don't go too far in because I don't want it to be right under my eye. I just want it to be like where the sun would hit my face. So I do add it basically everywhere. Cupid's bow, tip of the chin, tip of the nose, and kind of all over the forehead. And here I'm adding it just a little bit to my chest to highlight because I was wearing a tank top that day. And I blend it all out with a big powder brush from Real Techniques. So now I'm just grabbing this nude pencil that I got from Morphe Brushes when I lived in California, and I don't really know the brand of this one. Oof, I was surprised because I'd never used it and it looked really brown. I just kept going because I was going to put a lipstick on top, and the lipstick I put on top is by Too Faced. It's a cream lipstick. I believe the name is Taffy, and it really came out to be this really nice nude, and I was actually really surprised. I really liked it. I think it's pretty obvious I like this stuff, so I'm spraying it on my face again, but I swear it makes it last all day. I appreciate you guys 100% watching my videos. Thank you so much. I will try to make videos more frequently, and if there's anything you want to see, please comment that below.